By a show of hands, how many of you make less than you think you are worth? Why is that? It's time to put your foot down and say enough. Luckily, you are here at the right time and the right place. The most wonderful real estate podcast ever is the answer that you seek. I'm Dwan Twyford. I have over 30 years of real estate investing under my belt. I have closed over $500 million, $500 million in deals, and I have a heart for you to walk my path with me. Your life is about to change. It's time to thrive in 25. Enjoy the show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the most wonderful real estate podcast ever. I am your host, Dwan Twyford, America's most sought after real estate investor. And for those of you that listen to the podcast on a regular basis, we just hit 1 million views, 1 million downloads. So I am so over the moon, 1 million downloads. Like that is really wonderful and exciting. And it's all because of you. So I thank you and I appreciate you. So keep listening, keep sharing, keep posting, telling other people, and let's see if we can't hit 2 million this year. So I have an awesome guest today. So as you know, Jerome, here's what happened. I went through my phone and I thought, I want to re-interview some people that I really loved the first time around. And so I have in my contacts, I have all of my people under the word podcast. And then those are all the people I've done podcasts with. So I just sat down. I mean, so many. I just sat down and I thought I'm going to scroll through my whole phone, all these people, and I'm going to pick 10 people that I really loved the first time around and invite them to come back. So you were one of the people.
I'm honored. You said 10? I'm
I only
honored.
picked 10. But they say, here's what they say. They say, because I've been interviewing people for 4 years, and I have every single one in my phone. And people always say, you may not remember exactly about the person, but you remember how they made you feel or how much you like talking. So I went through, I have 200 guests. I scrolled and I was like, oh, this person was so fun. That person was so good. Oh, I really forgot. I loved that person. So I sent out 10 invitations.
Thank you. I'm truly honored when you say 10. That makes me feel special. So
yeah, but I just remember we had a good time. I loved everything about you, and I want to show you all. So this is Jerome Lewis. We're just coming back, seeing what he's up to. But he sent me a box of stuff. So I've got real estate marketing implementation. I've got fast client attraction. You're going to keep me reading here for 6 months now. Turn videos into fast money, which... Did I open that one? Yeah, I opened that one too. And what others say about us. So you sent me so much stuff. I got this big old giant box. I was like, Jerome's the man.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate you so much.
So I'm gonna read through them. I'm gonna start with this one though. I like to read testimonials and case studies. So I'm gonna start with this one because I love reading what other people have to say. Because we can all say how great we are, but it's what other people say.
Absolutely. 100%.
About us is what makes other people interested in working with us to start with.
Yes, ma'am. And I just want to give a little context of all of the work, the things I created and done. That book there is my favorite because, like you said, people don't believe what we say about ourselves. They believe others. That is my favorite product I've ever created because I don't talk about how awesome I am or the results I've gotten. Other people are saying it. So it's my favorite resource to give away.
Yeah, it is. So it's like, I was going to actually read a couple of these. Like here, Paris Hundal, social media marketing and lead generation for real estate entrepreneurs. The review of the various platforms and pros and cons in running Facebook ads and boosting a post. Most of all, importance of doing videos. 5 stars. Tony and Veronica, excellent class. Oh, here, I sold 166 copies and made 1,000 in US. This guy. It's fun to read them. It's fun to see their pictures. It's like, oh, and I had a book like this, but I feel like it kind of got old. So now that I saw this, it's motivated me to make another one.
Okay, excellent. And I'm here for you. I can help you if you need it.
Yes, I know you do.
Always here to support you.
Yep. So tell us what's new. Give us all your socials so we can find you everywhere.
The best way, I'm on pretty much all social medias. The best way to find out about me, I have a website, jeromelewis.com. So if you go to jeromelewis.com, all of my social medias are there. I'm usually on pretty much all of them. So that's where I am.
So Jerome.
Yes, Jerome and Lewis. I'm glad you mentioned that. Lewis is Lewis, jeromelewis.com.
Well, and I just met a guy the other day. His name is Jeremy, but it's Jeromy, like Jerome.
Okay,
I was
that's
like,
cool.
okay, people spell all that, so I got to make sure I get everybody's spelling out there. All
Mhm.
right, so tell us, update us. What is it you do? Tell everybody what you do.
Yeah, so my name is Jerome Lewis. I'm known as Mentor Implementation. I help real estate entrepreneurs with their marketing and I help them with implementation. I'm also a real estate investor. I buy properties creatively, and that's what I've been working on a lot lately.
Yep. So I love the fact that you help investors with marketing because every time I do a live workshop, I tell people like, listen, you need to be on Facebook, you need to be on Instagram, not for your name, but for like your business and what you're trying to do. And if you
Mhm.
have a regular Facebook page and you can make a second page, a business page, and
Mhm.
make a business page that says, whatever, we help homeowners in distress or whatever you want to call it. And people are like, oh, I don't know. What would I post? What would I say? It's like, but everyone that's going to work with you, they're going to look you up on social media
Absolutely.
everywhere.
Absolutely.
And if all you have is like my name, like I have the Dwan Ben Twyford personal page and you see my grandkids and everything else, and there's no business page to say, oh, Dwanderful. She helps people learn how to become investors. Like you got to have a page. And people are so like nervous to do it. It is really surprising because that's one of the things when someone comes to a live class on Saturday, I give them the homework. Go home and come back and bring your phone and show me your new Facebook page with your business name. And they're like, oh, I didn't know what to do. And it's like, oh my God, guys, you have to do that.
So I want to expand on what you just said because that is actually how I gained my name. That's why I'm known as Mr. Implementation, because it's exactly right what you're saying. I would teach a class, I would show everybody, I would show the people what to do. And then at the end of class or the end of a workshop or something like that, they would say, Jerome, I know what to do. I just struggle with the implementation. Can you help me implement it? And that's how I said, you know what? People keep coming to me. They're saying this exact phrase: implementation, implementation, implementation. And my coach, Dan Kennedy, Darcy, she's a Dan Kennedy student. She said, Jerome, what are people asking you for? And I said, they keep saying the implementation. They know exactly what to do, but they're struggling with it. And I was like, you know what? One day I read an article from Dan Kennedy, and he was like, give yourself a nickname. And I was like, let me try this. I jumped on Zoom. It was during COVID 2020. And I put the term implementation, Mr. Implementation, inside of my Zoom, how you update your Zoom name.
Yeah.
They started calling me Mr. Implementation. I was like, wow, like the same day. Hey, Mr.
It's
Implementation.
true.
I'm like, wow. They just start calling me that and it's stuck.
I started with Dwanderful, and like everyone in the world's like, Dwanderful, the girl with the pink hair. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm getting a little grayer, but it's still pink. But you're right, the nickname Mr. Implementation. So for the people, which is pretty much everybody, that are new or investors or haven't figured out how to market or even have like a Instagram page or a Facebook page, or let's just start with Facebook because like I like Instagram better, but I feel like everybody in the world still does like Facebook,
Mhm.
Maybe it's my age group, I don't know. But I tell them like, hey, listen, you can just like click over, get a business page, and like there you go. So like how would they start? What would they post? Like what would draw attention to them?
Yeah, so I want to address what you said. Like you mentioned that you love Instagram, and then when you were speaking, you mentioned like an age demographic. And I used to teach a class on social media, and people always state like they like the newest stuff. People like new, right? Typically, Instagram is fairly new compared to Facebook. Is new, is hip, is younger. However, what I used to always help my students, my clients understand is that Instagram is a younger audience and Facebook is an older audience. And we, as investors, agents, real estate professionals, the typical client that we want to deal with, they're typically older. So
Mm-hmm.
older clients have more resources, including houses. So I highly recommend that if you want to get on social media, at least start on Facebook.
That's what I
Facebook,
tell everybody too. I said,
yeah,
everyone, my 88-year-old mom has a Facebook page.
exactly.
Yeah,
Instagram
my
is
15-year-old
new.
nieces and nephews have Facebook page. Everybody's got a Facebook page.
Yes, Instagram is new, TikTok is new. That stuff is new and hip, but we have to think about not what we like necessarily, but what our client likes, what they're doing. So I always recommend people start with Facebook. And I kind of lost your question in there somewhere. What was the question again?
Well, like if someone is starting,
Okay,
it's fine.
okay.
I know I put in like 5 things in a row. So if someone's going to start a Facebook page,
Mhm.
what are some things they would need to put on there to give off that aura of I am a real estate professional, I can help you with your foreclosure? And so one thing I tell people, because on my website Dwanderful, we post like 2 blogs a week, and I say, listen, if you have nothing to say, go to my page and take a blog and copy it and put it over, onto your Facebook page, and at least people have something to read. And then I'm like, you have to start doing videos. And you have people are like, oh, I don't want to videotape myself. It's like, you got to do videos. You have to get on and say, hey, I'm a local real estate investor. I want to help people in foreclosure. Like, you have to start doing videos. And then when you meet a homeowner and you help them, have them do a video testimonial. And
Mhm.
people are like so hesitant to get on camera.
They are hesitant. So to answer your question, since we've spoken on our lab podcast, I've developed this new, I call it like a methodology. It's
Oh,
called the truth
called the
method.
what?
The truth method, truth, TRUTH.
Okay.
This is what I use generally to help people understand what it is that they need to post. Now, truth, and it's in the book. I'm going to send you a new updated copy. I think I have a special copy for you.
Oh,
Give these away to special people.
okay.
So
You
it's
better
not
sign that
using that.
one.
Yes, I am going to sign it. So the truth method in here, it's an acronym and it stands for certain things. So the T, like you have to think about who it is that you're targeting. You want to target one particular target. Distressed homeowners. It could be homeowners not distressed. Like you want to think about your target. T stands for target. So you want to think about who you're going to formulate your content for. That's first and foremost. Then we got the R. Okay. R is we're going to respond, right? And typically it's easier for us to answer questions. So I like to tell people, what are the top questions that people have? And I like to give them number 5. Think of 5 questions that target person might have. A distressed homeowner, can I sell my house fast? Might be a question. Can I sell my house for within 90 days? That's saying the same thing. Can I sell my house for as much money as possible? Might be another question that they have. Can I sell my house with a mortgage? Might be a question they have. So you want to start thinking about the questions that these targets have. And a great way to do that is kind of go to Google, type in, think in their mind frame, type it in, and Google will bring up what people are asking. There's a section called what people also ask there. So that's the R. You want to respond to their top questions that they have. Now, next is the U. And the U stands for unfold, right? It means unfold. So what you're going to do is you're going to let them know what they're getting into. It's kind of an introduction is what the U stands for. So once you've responded and you've given them the 5 questions you're going to answer, you're going to explain what exactly you're going to answer. That's an introduction. And the U also stands for unify, but it comes a little bit later. And then we got the T. The T stands for tie in. Tie in a call to action. So you want to tie in a very particular call to action. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to go to your website and download something? Do you want them to call you directly? Do you want them to send you a text? Right. And then finally, we've got the H, which is the headline. Then you think about what you're going to name your content. Right. So a lot of times when we think, for example, I help people like put books together, courses. They typically think, I'm going to name it this thing. But the name comes last because we want to find out what the market responds to.
I love it.
The H stands for headline. That's the framework that we give people on posting content, what to post and what it is that you need to do. And it's inside the book that Dwan showed us a little bit earlier, Real Estate Marketing Implementation. That exact framework is in there, and we go deeper on exactly how to implement that. You can implement it on your social media. You can implement it on your podcast. You can implement it in a book. Whatever you need to deliver information, you can use that truth methodology to know exactly what to post. Is that
I
is that
like
help?
that truth. So if I'm doing my next workshop and I say, hey, I want y'all to make a Facebook page, it's your homework, show it to me tomorrow. I want you to use Jerome's 5 steps and tell them what TRUTH is and tell them who you are. Can I send people to you for that?
Absolutely. And if you want, you can even invite me. I'll come in and teach for you or something like that.
Oh, that'd be so fun. We should do, actually, we should do like a webinar.
I'm all for it.
Because what you teach is, I mean, I'm more about, hey, I'll teach you how to do real estate, how to wholesale contracts, and I have social media everywhere. But I also have a VA team that does a lot of it for me
Mhm,
because there's only so many things I can do. And I would rather focus on coaching, answering questions, helping someone close a deal. I have my
mhm.
VA team do my social media. I mean, I do the videos and stuff, and then they add all the pizzazz to everything. Same with the podcast. I record it and I send it to them, and they make all the magic happen. Because that's not where I want to spend my time. But new investors, they've got to learn to just get their face out there and stop being so scared. And like you're going to meet all these homeowners face to face anyway. So why not get to know them and let them get to know you on social media? So when you meet them, they've seen you, they've seen a couple of your videos, you've talked about, whatever. The top 5 questions is brilliant, by the way. These are the top 5 questions I get, and have them on there, make posts and have some blogs and let people know who you are and run some ads, boost some ads.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that you mentioned video, and a lot of us, like, we freeze up and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't like how I look. I don't like how I sound. And it's been a while since we've talked. AI has been out for quite some time, but it's
Yeah,
like really popular right now. And it's very popular. And it's like, because AI is so popular, authenticity is like going away.
it is.
Like the human touch, the human contact, the human voice. Like everybody, you go online, you see a chat box, you're like, I don't want to talk to a robot. I don't want to talk to an AI. I want to talk to a human. So by getting involved with video, you start to humanize yourself and you separate yourself from all of the other companies and all of the other people. So you
Yeah.
really at an advantage when you start to incorporate video. And it's been a while since I've checked this statistic, but I could bet money is still about the same. Less than 80%, less than 20% of real estate professionals use video. That came directly from the National Association of Realtors. Less than
Really?
20% use video. So if you automatically start to use video, you enter the top 20%, easily separating yourself from
Oh.
everybody.
And it's easy. I mean, I've got my ring light and it holds my little camera, and your
Mhm,
phone is awesome. I make videos all the time, but I'm a ham and I like to be on camera and I'm
mhm,
not shy. But I do remember in the beginning being really critical about how did I look? And oh my God, the
mhm.
outfit made me look fat, not like my hair, my makeup wasn't right. And finally I was like, you know what? I don't even have makeup on today. It's like, I don't need all that. I'm a superstar. I just need to go on there and talk. So all those things I used to worry about is like, do you just have to get past how you sound, how you look, and just
Absolutely.
be like, hey,
And
I can't be afraid because you're going to meet people and they're going to see you and they're going to talk to you and they need to have a little bit of, they're going to need to have a little confidence going in.
absolutely. So one of the things that you mentioned, you said you were speaking about you. And that's what we do. We tend to think about us, which can
Yep.
be like a little self-serving. So when I was teaching about the truth method, the first letter is T, and it's your target. Your target. It's not you. It's your
It's
target.
them.
So right, it's them. So it's like, who are you helping? Like, think about the person that you're helping, not you and how you look. Think about the information and the person that you're going to help,
Yep.
and that should help you overcome all of the things that you have about you.
It does. I mean, honest to God, I have like no makeup on. I just like shuffle my hair and go, okay, I'm doing a podcast today. Instead of spending an hour doing all the makeup, putting on all the base, doing all the contouring. It's like, oh my God, I don't have an hour in my day to do stuff that's like, who cares? I'm fine.
Who cares? And you're
Some
helping
people do
someone.
care. They're
So
way too busy.
they're way too busy. You're helping someone. You're helping the audience by delivering information and content that they can listen to. You're thinking about serving other people and it comes back. Congratulations. I said it to you by text, but congratulations on 1 million. You must be doing something
Isn't
correctly.
that something?
That is amazing.
I got a little thing from Buzzsprout, and it's like, the thing I posted that had like the, the balloons and said, you have 1 million official certified downloads. And I was like, oh, I started crying. And like, oh my God. Cause I didn't realize, I guess I don't follow enough. I didn't realize I was that close. I just
Mhm.
remember looking at it a couple months ago and going like, oh, I guess, how do I need to get to 1 million? And then I just didn't look at it for a few months. And then boom, I got this email and I was like, oh, okay, I got 1 million. And then the next thing on Buzzsprout is 500 podcasts. And they send you like a whole plaque and like, okay, I'm at like 400. So I'm like, how can I knock out 500 by the end of this year? I was like, okay, then that's like 2 a week or 3 a week. And I thought, nah, I feel like with that many, you would lose the content and the value if you're just trying to knock it out to hit the 500.
Right. You gotta like stay on the go, and you'll get there just like you were doing with the 1 million. You're just gonna get there by cruising.
Yeah. So I immediately Googled, okay, how many is 1 million download good? And so I immediately Googled, and it's like it says you're in like the top 5% worldwide. And I was like, look at me, look at me. I was so excited. So I said, oh my
Absolutely.
God, I sent it to everybody. I made posts, I shared them. I was like, look at what I did. But
Yeah.
God did it for me. So
Yeah, and that's because you are serving other people. You got all of those downloads because you're helping other people. Your content is great. I remember the experience, even for me. Like we're doing a podcast together and going like speaking to the audience and giving them content. But even you, like, I just remember when we did it, it was like an amazing experience. And you helped me. You came to my podcast. We did a podcast swap.
yeah,
I
yeah,
remember,
yeah.
and it was amazing. So well deserved. You earned it because you were selfless enough to like get out there and serve other people.
I trust you're loving the podcast. Hey, do you truly want to become a kick butt real estate investor? Spend a minute to take the real estate investing quiz that I prepared, and let's see where you stand in your journey. The link is in the show notes or at dwanderful.com. Okay, back to the show. Yeah, and I do it all the time. I mean, I've been doing it for 5 years. Other than like a few times, I took a 6-month break when I had my hip done, and a few times along the way, I took like a little break here and there, just from doing them in general. But it's like, I'm good. I'm getting up on it now. So when I interviewed you the last time, I don't know if I was asking these questions. So I'm going to ask you again. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But I started changing up some of the questions just to get like more personal and get to know people better. And I may have asked you, I don't know, I started doing it about 2 years ago, but I'm thinking that we interviewed longer than that.
You may have, and I don't mind answering them again.
Okay, so tell me your favorite band of all time.
Oh, yep, I remember.
Did I ask?
You did, and I did not have a favorite band. I still do not. Actually, I do. So I don't have a favorite band, but there's this song called Blue, I'm Blue or something. You know what song I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Blue Man Group. I think that's the name of the group. I don't know. But last time I was here, I was like, I don't have one. So Blue Man Group, that will be.
Oh, Blue Man Group. Yeah, yeah. You know what?
Yeah, I like that song.
I remember I told my husband, I said, you know what? I've never met a person in my life that doesn't have a favorite band.
Mm-hmm.
You were the first one.
I was the person. So good. Yeah, I don't. Well, since the interview, maybe 2 years ago or so, I was able to. I like that group. So I'm going to go with that band.
Okay, no, that's a good band. That is good. But I just I don't know. I always love music, and you can kind of tell a lot about by people what they listen to and their favorite. Like my favorite bands are still back from the 70s because
Mhm.
in the 70s music was good and nothing was synthesized. And if you couldn't play and sing, you couldn't be famous. And now you just like add all the crap and then you hear someone sing without all that and you're like, "Oh my God, how do they have a record deal?"
Yes.
Like seriously. So
Mhm.
I still, but if you don't have a favorite group, you should listen to some of the oldies, like the Beatles.
Okay.
I mean, they were the beginning of like a whole, like they changed everything.
Yeah, the same way where like people are like, "What do I post? Where do I even start?" That's what I would say when it comes to the bands, like music, because when I was growing up, I listened to like individual singers and rappers and performers. It was never like a band that
Yeah.
I listened to. So
And it can be a favorite performer or rapper too. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, as long as I can remember, my dad always played Hank Williams Sr. the
Okay.
old bluegrass, and I still know all the words to every single song this
Okay.
many years later. But I like it. Sometimes I listen to bluegrass, I'm like, oh, it reminds me of my childhood. And then, 70s was rock, 80s was disco, like just through the decades. And it's like, so now I have four little grandkids. So we're teaching them about music. And so on Sirius, we have 70s, like the 70s channel. And we only play 70s for them because in the 70s, there was no cursing at all in any song. In the 80s, it was like, damn or whatever. And then by the 90s, like the F word was in all the songs. It's like, oh my God, what happened to like music? So my little grandkids are learning about the Beatles and like Elvis and um, Queen and some of the 70s bands because by the 80s, it's like, I don't want to teach them songs where there's so much cursing. I don't want them singing along. And my daughter-in-law said, "Oh, teach them Taylor Swift." I said, "Girlfriend, have you listened to the words of Taylor Swift? She uses the F word in every single song. I'm not teaching that to my grandkids. You teach them all you want. Not happening over here.
Yeah,
Me
and
teaching them
to add
about
a little,
70s.
yeah, to me, like I kind of grew up listening to those kind, not those songs, but Kurt's with word songs with profanity, like negative stuff. So that's why even when I'm like, I don't have a favorite brand because I don't support that type of
No,
music anymore.
no.
I don't find it productive, and especially me. Like now, I'm a black man, so like hip hop and rap is popular in our culture, and I don't think it serves us well.
It
So
doesn't serve anyone well. I
yeah,
like the original hip hop, like the Run DMC and some of those easier rappy, I
mhm,
can't even think. I have a whole playlist of all the old hip hop that I listen to
yes,
all the time because I like to dance to it. But then
mhm,
it started getting worse and worse. And then like people like Eminem,
right,
and I was like, oh my God, my ears. I can't.
yes.
So
Yeah,
I
so
get
it's
you.
just that's the same for me. I grew up on that, but I couldn't stick to it because it's just very destructive.
It's
So I
bad.
don't support it anymore.
I know my son listens to some German band. I can't even think of their name right now. And the
Mhm.
songs are in German, but you can feel the cussing and the foul language. I'm like, dude, Rammstein. Like, listen, you can't play that around the kids. Oh, it's in German, so I don't care what it's in. I can tell you right now that music is no good. It makes my heart clench. Like, change your music. Okay,
Yeah.
what is? I know I didn't ask you this because I just added this.
Okay.
What is your favorite time of day? Like between all the hours of the day, where are you just like, this is the best time of my day?
Uh, if it will fit, it will be early in the morning. So I wake up very early. I have a weird schedule. I go to sleep about 12 a.m.
Mhm.
and I wake up about between 4 and 5 a.m. So
Okay.
between that waking up and 4 or 5 a.m., I like that time. It's like I'm an introvert. It's like peaceful. It's extremely peaceful.
Yeah.
The world is sleep. Everything around it's like sleep. So I've really enjoyed that solitary time, like right before I get ready for work or right before I get to do stuff. I've really enjoyed that time. Just that quiet peace when everybody's asleep. I enjoy that time. And the second runner up would be that 12 a.m. Like I like when off peak, off hours, when everything's like calm, no
I
work.
do too. I am totally one of these people. And everyone's like, oh, I get up early, I get up at 4, da da da. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. But like when it gets to like 7, 8 o'clock at night, it's quiet. And in the mountains, maybe we light a fire and it's like, it's so nice right now. I like the off peak hours too.
Yeah.
They say that the smarter you are, the later you go to bed. So I am a 12 to 1 a.m. sleep person. That's when I go to sleep. People are like, oh, I go to bed at 10, I go to bed at 11, I go to bed at 9. I'm like, why would you do that? Sometimes I go to bed at 2. It's like, there you go. How can we help you? What can we do over here to help you become more successful right now?
Ooh, personally, I like collaborating and like teaching. So that webinar and workshop idea that you mentioned a little bit earlier, I would like love to do that. Love to do something with you. So that would be helpful. I would love to do something with you.
Okay, I like
Like,
that too. That would help
mm,
me and it would help you. And like I said, when we do our 2-day workshops, one of the sessions is deal finding. And I tell people like, hey, you got to be on Facebook, Instagram, like LinkedIn, like da 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 da. And I tell everybody, do a page. Let me look at it in the morning. No one ever does their page. It's like seriously, people, You're paying all this money to be here. Get a Facebook page.
True.
All right, last thing. I want you to give us a word of wisdom, but I want you to give me a single word.
Truth.
Say it again.
Truth.
Oh, I like truth. Okay, now, before you tell me what it means. So what we do now is I used to have people just give like a word, but sometimes people ramble on for 25 minutes. It's like, for the love of God, I just want a word. So now it's a word. And then I tell all my Dwanderful family, take the word, write it on a yellow sticky, put it up on your mirror, and you're brushing your teeth, going to bed. Say the word truth over and over. That's the word of the week in the Dwanderful community. And so what does truth mean to you?
Truth means so I have to go and give context because that one word thing that you do, I didn't remember where I got it from, but I got it from you. I do that on my podcast.
You did do it for me because you said, "Hey, I love that. I'm going to start doing that." I said, "No, go for it." Because you know what
That's
I'm
ex-
talking about. People get this long. It's like, oh my God, I just want like a word, a word. Actually, I just want one word. That's how it came to be.
so I got that from you. I implement it and it works well. I'm like, one word. So truth means to me, it means honesty. It's just honesty and truth. And I really don't have a lot of context on expanding on that because that's what I mean. I want people to embrace truth. I want them to embrace honesty, even when it's not, even when it doesn't feel good. It's
No,
like
I'm with
truth.
you. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
yeah.
like truth to me falls under like truth, loyalty, honesty. So if you
Mhm,
don't have those things in your marriage or your life or your business, like you don't really have anything really.
mhm.
And truth is it. I mean, and the thing is, people don't want to hear the truth. I tell people all the time, hey, listen, I love you buying my program. It's only 10% are going to make any money. Are you one of the 10%? I am. Okay. Well, I expect you to do something. And then, at the end of the day, 10% do it and 90% tinkle here and there, and then they don't do anything. So it's like, hey, come on, man. I give you all the numbers. I give you all the stats. You promise me. And then I don't hear from you. But I like truth. And with what you're doing too, and helping people and helping with the books and helping with all the things that you do. I mean, it's really amazing what you do. I love your energy. I was super excited to get on and catch up with you again because I was like, well, I don't remember even how long ago our podcast was. And when I scroll through my phone, it just has everybody alphabetically. So some people, it's like, I don't even know when I interviewed them. And one or two of them were like 4 years ago. And I still remember like how much fun they were.
I think ours was about 4 years ago. I think it was during COVID.
Yeah, maybe it was, but I just remember like it was fun. And so I thought I'm gonna test that theory that everyone says you may not remember an exact conversation, remember how people make you feel. So I thought, you know what, let me see that. I'm gonna scroll through every name and I'm gonna
Mhm.
pick all the people that I remember at the end of it. I thought like, I love this person. They made me feel good. The interview was fun. We both participated. And it was really easy. Actually, I had picked about 8 and I had to struggle to find two more.
Well, I'm honored that you reached out to me. I thank you so much for having me. You really made my day by telling me you picked me 1 out of 10. So you made me feel great. And I couldn't remember where I got that one word thing from my podcast, but I have implemented that. And I'm so grateful to you for that. Thank
It's
you.
fun, isn't it? Because and you don't tell them ahead of time, right? You just throw it at them.
Yes.
Because if you tell them ahead of time, you can actually see their eyes. They'll be looking, they'll write something down. You can see them trying to figure out a word.
Mhm.
And it's like, no, I just want what comes out. Whatever comes out first, that's the word.
Yeah.
That's the word. All right. Well, Mr. Jerome, I hope everyone you enjoyed catching up with Mr. Jerome. I love this man dearly. I'm going to start sending you music.
I would appreciate that.
You have
So,
to have a favorite band or a favorite group or a favorite singer. You can't go through life without a favorite.
well, that's why we need coaches and mentors sometimes, right?
I,
Sometimes we
I'm
don't
going to
know.
send you some random videos every now and then, and you just watch them on your phone. I'll send you a link and just listen. You'll be like, oh, that's really good.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that.
It'll
And
all
you're
be good and have no cursing in it.
okay. Thank you so much. I
I think
appreciate
my
it.
roughest song is like Gangsta's Paradise, a couple songs like that, but most my stuff's basic. So, all right,
Okay,
everyone, thank you for coming back. And I'm
absolutely.
looking forward to getting my new copy of the book.
It's
And
right
I'm
here.
gonna
I'm gonna sign it. It's right here. You got it.
I can't wait till it comes. I'm going to do a post when I get it and talk about you online.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Okay, everyone. Remember that Dwanderful.com. Fill out my quiz, take my real estate investing quiz, and see if you have what it takes to work directly with me. I will guarantee that you will close your next 3 deals. You just got to take that quiz. Dwanderful.com. And we'll be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And remember that the truth is in the red letters. All right, everybody. Ciao. Jerome. Be back next week. Oh, I'm glad you stuck around. I almost forgot to tell you, in addition to having this super educational podcast, I am now able to work with you one-on-one. In fact, I'm offering a 3-deal guarantee. So let me hold your hand and I guarantee you that you will close 3 deals. You have nothing to lose and your entire life to gain. Talk to you next week.